called Mindset, and I'm going to talk today is that what I learned recently. There's one teacher who is doing some research on the kids and trying to identify a different mindset that different kids have altogether. So what he did is that उन्होंने कुछ बच्चों को एक कमरे में लेके आते हैं and he's trying to give them a couple of puzzles. And of course, initially few puzzles are very easy, so all kids are able to do. But slowly, eventually, after 2 or 3 puzzles, some puzzles are getting tougher. And he is able to remark there are 2 sets of kids. One set of kids are pulling the chair and folding their the hand, and they're saying, "I love the challenge," right? And the another side of kid, what they're saying, that I hope this puzzle could be more informative. One of the things what he realized by looking these things is that human qualities such as intellectual skill can be cultivated too, and that is where you become smarter. In fact, these kids who are failing, who are trying to solve the problem but still failing, they are still trying, they least bother about their failing. What they are looking is their learning. Whereas the other set kids who are thinking is that human quality has to be cultivated on a stone, and they always think either you are smart or you are not smart, and if you are failing means you are not smart at all. The point here is that today, if I put my effort on anything, I can adopt the human quality, which is intellectual skills, by putting my effort, and I can become smart. That is the whole fundamental, right? So we have to put effort, I have to put effort to learn a lot of things, and then I can become smarter in the world by doing anything whatever you want to do. See you. Book called Mindset, and I'm going to talk today is that what I learned recently. There's one teacher who is doing some research on the kids and trying to identify a different mindset that different kids have altogether. So what he did is that उन्होंने कुछ बच्चों को एक कमरे में लेके आते हैं and he's trying to give them a couple of puzzles. And of course, initially few puzzles are very easy, so all kids are able to do. But slowly, eventually, after 2 or 3 puzzles, some puzzles are getting tougher. And he is able to remark there are 2 sets of kids. One set of kids are pulling the chair and folding their the hand, and they're saying, "I love the challenge," right? And the another side of kid, what they're saying, that I hope this puzzle could be more informative. One of the things what he realized by looking these things is that human qualities such as intellectual skill can be cultivated too, and that is where they always think either you are smart or you are not smart, and if you are failing means you are not smart at all. The point here is that today, if I put my effort on anything, I can adopt the human quality, which is intellectual skills, by putting my effort, and I can become smarter. That is the whole fundamental, right? So we have to put effort, I have to put effort to learn a lot of things, and then I can become smarter in the world by doing anything whatever you want to do. See you. Book called Mindset, and I'm going to talk today is that what I learned recently. There's one teacher who is doing some research on the kids and trying to identify a different mindset that different kids have altogether. So what he did is that उन्होंने कुछ बच्चों को एक कमरे में लेके आते हैं and he tried to give them a couple of puzzles. And of course, initially few puzzles are very easy, so all kids are able to do. But slowly, eventually, after 2 or 3 puzzles, some puzzles are getting tougher. And he is able to remark there are 2 sets of kids. One set of kids are pulling the chair and folding their the hand, and they are saying, "I love the challenge," right? And the another side of kid, what they're saying, that I hope this puzzle could be more informative. One of the things what he realized by looking these things is that human qualities such as intellectual skill can be cultivated too, and that is where you become smarter. In fact, these kids who are failing, who are trying to solve the problem but still failing, they're still trying, they least bother about their failing. What they're looking is their learning. Whereas the other set of kids who are thinking is that human quality has to be cultivated on its own, and they always think either you are smart or you are not smart, and if you are failing means you are not smart at all. The point here is that today, if I put my effort on anything, I can adopt the human quality, which is intellectual skills, by putting my effort, and I can become smarter. That is the whole fundamental, right? So we have to put effort, I have to put effort to learn a lot of things, and then I can become smarter in the world by doing anything what we want to do. See you.
All right, everybody, how are you doing?
Good evening, Akashji, Shilpaji.
Hi, everybody, how are you doing?
Good evening, everyone.
Very
Good evening,
nice.
everyone.
Good to see everybody. I can see the the mindset, the background itself today. That's nice. That's very nice. Good to see.
Oh, that's lovely, Shruti.
From where you got it?
Yeah, actually, I was so motivated to, search something, kind of. I just found this and couldn't resist, actually.
That's very good.
Very nice.
Very nice. Wonderful. Good. Hi, Anup. Good evening, Ritesh ji. Ashish, how are you doing? Dipro.
Good.
How are
Good.
you? Very nice. Lakshmi.
Hi.
Svetlina.
Hello.
Hey,
Pradipta. All right. So can we make sure next time little early? I know that I started the meeting 4:55. It's already 8 minutes, but a lot of effort I put on putting the videos for all of us, right? If we join early, it's a good idea, right? By the way, I've already pinged all of you Facebook, the link. You can probably go, just like it, put a comment, because that is the way we will able to bring more and more people, right? Today we have full house, 14 people. Of course,
Link is not working, I guess, Akash.
Sorry?
Link is not working.
But Dad, I think you need to send it again because you sent it and then after that a few more people joined. So I think you should send it again and that time will work.
Just try again, Svetlana. It should work. You have to log in your face.
No, it's not actually working. Just now again I clicked. It's not opening.
Okay, you go to the Reading Nation page, probably you'll be able to find out. You must be having page. Anyway, so let's get started. So we are excited to start our first new book of the May month, which is called Mindset. And I know many people are participating today, talking today. And I'm glad that many of you already sent your name. So people who could not able to send the name, I'm not sure what was the reason. I'm sure it must be some important reason. That's the reason you could not able to send it, which is fine. But just quickly want to, bring the agenda in front of all of you so that you are aware who is going to be sharing. All right. So I'm just sharing, and please read it, look at it. I hope you're able to see that. The first chapter is mindset, and we have 4 different people are talking about today. And then we have 5 different people are talking about it. Svetlina, Dhruv, everybody, their name is already listed. You have 3 minutes to summarize. And then second chapter, the Peru is talking about, I hope he is joined. And third is Lakshmi talking about, right? So, all right, so let's get it started. Probably Svetlina, you are the first one. Why
Akash ji,
people?
I have one thing to say. I think, Ashish wanted to talk, but he was not having that access of that reading nation. And I saw a little late, so I couldn't.
Your mistake. It's your
Yeah,
mistake.
my mistake actually.
Suffer.
Yeah, Asha is also prepared something to talk.
Okay,
But-
no problem. We'll give a chance. No worries.
Yeah.
No worries. We'll give a chance. I was just kidding. All right. So, Ashish, which chapter you want to talk about? Which topic in the chapter? Which chapter?
The first topic.
The first one. Okay, good. All right. And Asa ji, aap? नहीं सुनाई दिया.
आप म्यूट पे है.
Third chapter.
Third chapter. Okay, good. No problem. And Ravi ko sajaya. Ravi cannot speak today.
No, that's definitely. I'm not ready though.
No, you are not going. Definitely, you are not going to get, because that is the. I know that you always like to be speak, and that's the reason today punishment for you.
I tried to prepare, but hardly a one page.
No worries. So great, wonderful guys. I'm very excited about this new book, right? The mindset, and that's exactly we all of require, right? So we will go with the Svetlina. Svetlina, over to you. Go ahead and talk about it. Wonderful.
Thank you, Akash. Yeah, the first chapter I'll be talking about that mindset. Like the first one is why do people differ? Why people have a different set of mindsets? What is the reason behind it? So the gist, what I understood it from the first couple of paragraphs of that first chapter is like people come from a different background with a different set of learnings from the childhood, from the different environments and the different set of people surrounding them. So then mindset are grown it has been developed depending on the situation and the environment. Like for example, when we see when we are in a school, we had a different set of mindset because we were surrounding with those kids with a similar mindset or a different mindset, but we were doing a kind of an activities which was applicable to that particular environment, not thinking about what is going to happen beyond school or in future in the long term vision. So that's a kind of environment that is what I can say that helps to nurture your mind. It depends on the surroundings. It depends on the people surrounding you. Depends on the environment, about the people, family backgrounds, many other things, and the way you are trained, like the concept, the logic that gets cleared when you are in a child. So that also affects a lot on your mindset development. So that's the basic things that I found at the start of this, because the other part of it, I think other people will cover. And the other thing is one more point that I have observed is in this the second or third paragraph, it is everybody's capability is different. Everybody's growth of a mindset is also depends. It is different, is unique. It all depends how we can nurture it, how we can make use of the right set of that environment for that development. Because we don't know the capability of a person or a capability of a child, how far they can think, how far they can achieve things in their life. The only thing is we can give them a certain environment wherein that would help them to have a growth mindset. That's what I thought of a couple of points on this one.
Very nice. Wonderful, Svetlina. So who is the next? I didn't remember, guys. Did you remember?
It's Dhruv.
Okay, Dhruv, go ahead, please.
Yeah, thank you. Hello everyone, my name is Dhruv and I'm the son of Akash and Shilpa Gupta, and I'm going to be talking about the first chapter and the second subtopic, which is the two different mindsets. Like second subtopic, part 2, which is a pretty big part and also a small part. Like you can't actually tell, but yeah. So the name is the mindsets, which basically covers the two different types of mindsets. So the main example which the author gives in this chapter, in this part, is one which you guys have heard numerous number of times from Dad, from his videos, and if you have read the book, and it's the this thing. What do you say? It's the story of when Mr. Carlos Dweck, the author of the book, he's also a doctor who is a psychologist. So he runs survey of like he gives difficult papers to kids, like ranging from easy questions to hard questions. So yeah, like all of you would have heard that first at start everything was easy and everyone was able to do it, but then towards the end it becomes harder and harder and harder, and some kids like pull the chair, smack their lips, smack their hands, and they're like, I love a challenge. And that's one set of kids. The other set of kids were kids that, oh come on man, this is 10th grade stuff, why are you giving it up to us now, or this is out of our syllabus, this is not going to come for our maths exam, or it's not going to come for a science exam or whatever. So yeah, they're like, then one was like, I hope this would be more informative than more challenging. So these were the different comments which he got. So then he analyzed them and he segregated them into two types. One, the fixed mindset, and one, the growth mindset. So the fixed mindset where the kids were like, this would be more informative, I hope this would be more informative, or this is out of my syllabus. Like कि syllabus मिला, सिर्फ syllabus का जितना पढ़ा बाकी सब छोड़ दिया बस. So that, but you never know where a basic concept might be out of your syllabus, but that might be building up to the things which are in your syllabus. You should never do that. Like one thing which I have surely learned from studying is like whatever you have been taught in that term, you should always pay concentration to that, and you should learn that. But and which is now I'm diverting. So yeah, so he divides them into two. So that was the fixed mindset, and the other one was the growth mindset, like the people who pulled the chair, smacked their hands, smacked the lips, like, okay, I love a challenge. And they eventually did it. Or even if they failed, they're like, it's fine, I tried my best. It's okay. I can keep practicing and one day I'll get it. So that was the second type, which is called the growth mindset. So the Carlos Dweck also gives another example. So he again conducts another survey with some of his students, and he imagine that you got a C, like you love a subject and it's really important to you, and when your teacher, professor, lecturer, whoever it is, gives you the marked paper, let's say you get a C, okay, C plus, and then you are already really disappointed and you're like going crazy or going haywire that how on earth can I get a C, that's so bad. I love this subject and it's really important, counts for 50% of my graduation, blah 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 blah. Then you just get out of your college, go out of your college or school or whatever, and then you find out you have a parking ticket. Let's say you came with a bike or a car, you have a parking ticket. Then you go, then you call your friend and you talk to her or him and tell them about your day, but then they just brush you off like, yeah, it's over, and blah 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 blah, and just cut the phone. So then the author asks, what would your response be, or what would you think? Some people are like, my life is gone, I got a C, I'm dead, blah blah blah, I'm never gonna graduate, my life is pitiful, blah blah, all of that, all those examples. And then there were a few people who said that I'm disappointed with my score, I will work harder and try and improve that. It's just a parking ticket, thankfully it's not a car wreck. I will be more careful to park my car. And then the third answer was give thought whether your friend also had a bad day. You never know, your friend also might have had a bad day, and that's the reason they brushed you off, because they are already in a bad mood and you're talking to them about more negative stuff. And then so these were the different, and then the author again says the two different, the fixed and the growth. So fixed mindset and growth mindset. So the first pair who are like, my life is pitiful, I'm gone, I won't graduate, it counts for 50% of my grade, blah blah, they were called the fixed mindset, because the author also says that he purposefully wrote, like when he was writing the book, he said that he purposefully wrote C because it's not an F. That doesn't. If you get a C in your, and it's half term, it's not end term also. You got a C, that's bad. But let's say in your second term you get 100 on 100 or 95 plus, then you will graduate automatically, because in aggregate you'll be B plus or A. That's it. So That's what the author says. And then the author also says that I purposely mentioned a car ticket, not a car crash or a car wreck or something. And your car is not completely blown up. It's just, you just got a ticket of, let's say, 500 rupees, 1,000 rupees, or US dollars, $5, $2, I don't know how much. Then the author also says about, the people who are like, my life is gone and my life is pitiful, it's horrible, I hate it, blah, blah. They are not thinking about their friend. What if their friend is also going through something? What if their friend itself is having a bad day? So they're not thinking that way, but the growth mindset is. So that's what the author says about the two mindsets. And the author also conducts the same survey. Like in the start, I told the story about the kids who, about the paper, like amount of kids were like, okay, I hope this would have been more informative. And another amount of kids were, I love a challenge. So when they took the same set of kids, and then after 10 years, like when they were all doing their own jobs or their own professions or pursuing their own stuff, when they saw them, like when they compared, the people who had the growth mindset were 10 times more successful than the people who had the fixed mindset. Like as in all terms, their job or profession was more stable. They had a better house, they had a better environment, they were more financially stable, everything. So yeah, so that is basically the definition or the difference between the two mindsets, and that's what the author talks about in this subtopic. And I'm sorry to have delayed my time. I've taken a bit more. So yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Wonderful, Dhruv. Fantastic. So very important for us to look at in any situation how we are behaving. Is that my behavior is a reactive approach, or my behavior is looking towards what I can do better, right? That's exactly Dhruv was talking about. Very nice. Over to Smriti. Please go ahead.
Yeah, hi, good evening all. It's nice to bring up the summary of what I read. So as we got the context of two different mindsets, as Shweta and Dhruv spoke, one other fact that was interesting was about the IQ test. The IQ test by Alfred Biden was like the purpose of IQ test today. If you ask anybody what is IQ test, this is the intelligent quotient, how intelligent a person is, right? Even I was thinking the same. But the fact that is that originally the whole purpose was to bring in improvement in terms of the schooling system, such that the students who couldn't perform well can gain some growth path with modifications in the system. So that's really something nice to know. So that intent itself is with a growth mindset, according to me, right? So my focus here is to discuss about how a view appears from a growth mindset versus a fixed mindset. So Dhruv has given a lot of insights in terms of illustrating the scenario. So talking up to the same scenario, let's say the sequence that he mentioned, right? Getting a C grade followed at, you get a parking ticket, and then you don't get to chat with your friend the way you intend to. So this actually is bound to create distress. But how you handle distress is what the mindset talks about, or the author tries to differentiate. So if you look at it from a fixed mindset, there's a lot of pessimism there. I'm a failure. I may be foolish to have not, been careful about, not about parking it well, or this is my limit. I cannot score more. Whereas growth mindset is about how well I do the next time. How cautious am I the next time, right? And yes, it's okay that my friend didn't talk to me this time. There's always next time. Maybe that friend had some problem. Let me understand that, right? So trying to, be little compassionate and be empathetic, which will enable us to grow as well. Few other good points is, some illustrations like if you look at Rome, building Rome, right? Rome was definitely not built in a day. That's what the author tries to say. And the same statement is being looked upon in different ways. A fixed mind person says Rome could never have been built in one day, right? But the growth mindset person thinks it was not built in in a day. It takes time, right? And if you don't venture anything, then you don't get anything. The other way of thinking is if you don't venture anything, then you don't lose anything also. So it is like being constant with thoughts, having having your qualities carved on a stone. So this phrase comes repeatedly, qualities carved on a stone, that aligns to the fixed mindset. Whereas growing the qualities, choosing every other opportunity to challenge yourself. How might we learn from the opportunities and the situation? This is what leads to a growth mindset. So the analogies are beautiful, and this is what I would like to share today.
Fantastic. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. Rome is not built in a day, right? So that we all has to understand the skills can be built up once upon a time, slowly, slow progress, right? And that's exactly the whole purpose of this book. What writer is trying to teach us is that if I'm today still a fixed mindset, by learning certain capability, by giving myself time, slowly I can enhance and I can I become a growth mindset person, right? So absolutely. So moving to Dipro, is the Dipro is already in house? Dipro, you can go ahead.
All right. Can everybody hear me? I'm audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Okay. All right. So first of all, I'm very grateful to be a part of this book club. Many thanks to our beloved host and everyone who's present here. And so I'll be building upon what's already been spoken. Well, fixed mindset, I'll be relating my understanding of what I read so far in the first chapter. And so fixed mindset, what I learned is that it's a very binary way of perceiving our, our experiences in life. The author beautifully portrays about the different perspectives, and the approach people take when viewing the same circumstances or situations. One is already mentioned from a fixed mindset, and the other one's from growth mindset. In a fixed mindset, it's a very binary world. It's already the ones and zeros, where one represents a very successful outcome, where zero represents a very a failure. And it's not about the situation itself, because the situation is just a situation. What you make out of it, how you view it, is how you actually grow and learn. So if we adopt a fixed mindset, then we are viewing success as a byproduct of our abilities, which are again carved in stone, right? But alternatively, if you view it from a growth mindset, you view that you have the capability to improve. It's a constant evolving, and it's a process of constant development rather than a fixed attitude which we take. So, and this in turn, when in life, life is rarely a very linear experience. So adapting a mindset which allows us to take risks and be more accurate in where our pitfalls are, as well as where our strengths are, so that we can overcome, learn, and overall our experience, or the perspective is which through we view different situations changes, and helps us to grow more efficiently. Now, the author made several very good analogies already mentioned earlier, and one I like that in a fixed mindset, you already need to prove something to cement your ability, but that severely reduces your capability to face new challenges or take on risks in every sphere of our work, be it in work life, family, our recreation. And whereas in a growth mindset, you constantly are in a mindset to uh, learn and overcome your challenges, but also play to your strengths, and view your weakness as not a failure of yourself, but something you can over time learn and adapt to be a better person as a whole. So that was a few of my takeaways from the topic, and yeah, I'm back to the host. Yep.
Thank you so much for putting your effort and sharing with everyone, Dipro. Moving to Vishra.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. My name is Rishabh, and I'm going to talk about chapter 1 mindsets and subtopic 5, which is self-insight of who has accurate views of assets and their limitations. As Dhruv already spoke about the two different types of mindsets, which are growth mindset and the fixed mindset. The people with the author says that the people with fixed mindsets are tend to either overestimate or underestimate their abilities of doing work. This causes various problems in doing work, such as someone is playing in a team. They overestimate their abilities in batting, whereas their ability is doing good bowling. It causes a great, sometimes it may cause a damage to the person themselves or the team. And whereas the people with growth mindset, they are constantly accepting to change, as they accept change as however it comes. They tend to they are more accurate at measuring their abilities and their limitations than the people with fixed mindsets. They don't think this is the only thing that I can do, and this is the only thing that I'm going to do. They constantly accept change, and hence they have a higher success rate than the people with fixed mindsets. And what I think is, if we think we can grow, if we believe in ourselves, we can develop and we can estimate our abilities, which helps us in knowing the areas which we are good in, and understanding our abilities well enough so that we can grow in life as well as in society. And also we can see live examples that all of the people who have achieved success have successfully been able to identify their strengths and weaknesses. Thank you.
Very nice. Wonderful. Very good. Okay. All right. Ashish, you can go ahead and share your learning.
Okay, so I got chapter 2. So in this, mostly I'm going to talk about the two worlds when you enter a mindset. So in one world, success is about proving yourself that you're smart or talented. In the other world, it is about stretching yourself to learn something new. In the first world, failure is about having a setback. Example, getting bad grades, losing a tournament, etc. It means you're not smart or talented. In another world, failure is about not growing, not reaching for the things you value. It means you're not fulfilling your potential. In the first world, effort is bad thing. It means you're not smart or talented. If you were, you won't need effort. In the other world, effort is what makes you smart and talented. The last thing, the Benjamin Barber, a political theorist, said, "I don't divide the world into weak or strong, success or poor, strong or weak, success or failure. I divide the world into learners and non-learners. So the person who will choose world 1, they'll become non-learners, and the person who will choose world 2, they'll become learner." That's all.
Wow, wonderful, Ashish. Very nice. Good, very nice. Let's give a big round to Ashish, because I think he's our new member. Last time he shared, and this is wonderful. Very nice. Good. Moving on. So we will move to the other participant. Asha, will come to you because you have chapter number 3. So just 1 minute, guys. I think I messed up my calendar, looks like. Okay. Do you remember who is the next speaker? Okay, I think Peru is next one. So Peru is
Yeah. Hi Akash and Shilpa. Thank you for having the book club and giving us such good books to read. It is keeping me in the continuous momentum of reading. So now I'm here to speak about the second chapter. So with continuation from Ashish, one story that was put in that second chapter is if you have to figure out whether you are in a fixed mindset or a growth mindset, ask yourself, when was the time you felt that you were smart? And if your answer is you felt smart when you solved an easy problem that was very easy for you, but no one else was able to solve, then you are kind of in a fixed mindset. But if your answer is you felt smart when you are trying to solve a hard problem that was stretching yourself and it was challenging you, and at that time you felt smart, then you are in a growth mindset, because you are not leaving away the hard problems, you're okay to take the hard problems and learn from them. So that was a nice story that I read in that book. And for me, again, it comes back to my corporate life, where in the beginning of the year, they gave me a complete new project to run. And I have never run a project from end to end from scratch. So I didn't say that I cannot do it. I told, let's see what's going to happen. And I started step by step. So far it has been in a good state. So I think I'm kind of in a growth mindset, and hopefully I will achieve what I wanted to achieve. Yeah.
Very nice.
Thank you, Akash.
Wonderful, very good. Okay, so we have done a two chapter. Anybody wanted to speak or share of your point of view, or you want to? Yes, please go ahead.
Yeah. Hello. Yeah, sorry, I was not aware, like, it is unmuted. Anyways, good evening, everyone. My name is Anandita, and I would like to share my takeaway from first chapter. So one very important thing is, after reading the entire chapter, one very important thing that came to my mind, the difference between growth mindset and fixed mindset is inquisitiveness. So उसको कहते हैं हिंदी में कहते हैं ना जिज्ञासा, वो बहुत important है. That is very important to have it. That's where the other things will come. Your learning, accepting the challenges, accepting the failure. So if that inquisitiveness is there, so that will lead definitely to the growth mindset. And very beautifully, author has given example of children, where children in my home also, I have seen my kid. He'll keep on trying anything, even he knows I can't do it. He will never have a second thought whether I will get fail or I will get successful into it, but he will give it a try because that inquisitiveness is there. Isko explore karte dekhte hota kya hai ye cheez. So I think that is there, and as we start growing, like school, college, then we have offices, so over a period of time, over our entire life journey, we develop our fixed mindset because of our experience, because the company that we keep. कह देते हैं कि ये नया चीज है, ये मत करो क्योंकि नया चीज में फेलियर है, नई चीज में सिक्योरिटी नहीं है. So we develop that kind of fixed mindset. So yes, definitely most of the successful people, the growth mindset will not come automatically. We have to work toward it, and that's where. So the one thing that that can keep that growth mindset alive is inquisitiveness. So that's a very important takeaway for me from this book. That's what I wanted to share. Thank you, Bhaiya. Thank you, Bhavi, for giving the opportunity to talk to me on the first chapter.
Okay, all right, good. Anybody else?
Yeah, I just have a point to make. I mean,
Yes.
I was just trying to make a correlation to the current situation, the COVID situation, right? There's a lot of panic and distress going on. And here, if you see, slowly there are a group of people who are moving towards yoga, pranayama, and the health benefits, because that's the growth mindset, I think. And there's another group of people who are like, sitting with the oximeter, testing the oxygen levels even without getting COVID. I mean, I think there's a fear factor, may not be correlated completely, but if you see an opportunity to focus on health and how well you can grow, I mean, just correlation there.
Absolutely right. Because some of the situations, some of the condition right now, it's not in our control. So why to worry? Rather than you focus the energy in a right direction, because that's important right now. It's not important is that I keep watching the negative. I'm not news favorite guy, but I respect them, whatever the professionally they do. But what is doing in my mind when I'm seeing that? I'm watching 11 hours of news. What happened? When I go to the sleep, what happened? Am I able to sleep peacefully? No, I don't think so. Rather than I pick up a book, which tell me, man, that then if you are behaving in such a way, you are a fixed mindset. But at the same time, telling me that what it takes to be a growth mindset. Right? Can I change my behavior? Can I be looking forward? So absolutely right. Good. Anybody else?
In fact, just as an extension of the same thing, फिक्स माइंडसेट में बहुत से लोग ऐसे हैं जिन्होंने बोला कि कोरोना की वजह से हमारा बिजनेस डूब गया, खत्म हो गया, हम बर्बाद हो गए, रास्ते पे आ गए, many people, many businesses got affected, there's no doubt. बट एट द सेम टाइम बहुत से ऐसे बिजनेसेस हैं जो फ्लरिश हो गए. फॉर एग्जाम्पल टिफिन बिजनेस राइट नाउ इज बूमिंग, यू नो. बट अगर ग्रोथ माइंडसेट है तो आदमी यही सोचता है ना कि अच्छा ये नहीं काम कर रहा है तो व्हाट एल्स कैन आई डू, you know, can I prepare food, can I do some, you know, create some masks which can be given, or there are so many new normal things that we are coming to learn and live with, right? जो ग्रोथ माइंडसेट वाला बंदा होता है वो उसमें अपॉर्चुनिटी ढूंढता है और सोचता है कि मैं क्या कर सकता हूँ which can help and which I can ride on the tide and make money out of it, you know. Not only from money making perspective but thinking solution perspective कि मेरा ये business बंद हो गया लेकिन क्या मैं और कर सकता हूँ which can give me an opportunity, you know, rather than just sulking over कि मेरा ये business बंद हो गया. You know, sabji wala for example, they are making money by selling the, I mean, you know, there are places where you know, vegetables are being sold at double the price. If you really money making is an option for you, then definitely there is an opportunity. At the same time, if you're thinking, you know, I haven't ventured into a vegetable business, but I can do something with in there because that is a good opportunity, and you know, get into that. That is a growth mindset. You know, अभी आप money making से कर रहे हो या growth mindset से कर रहे हो, that's a different story. But there is an opportunity. Are we looking at that opportunity or just being close-minded कि अब तो कुछ नहीं हो सकता जब तक pandemic खत्म नहीं होता, घर पे बैठे रहूँगा और कुछ नहीं कर सकता, income zero हो गई. So it's only a thought. You know how you look at it.
Okay, all right, moving to the next one. Okay, and over to who was the person? Lakshmi. Yeah, Lakshmi, please go ahead.
Very good evening, everyone. I'm Lakshmi from Pune. My topic is basically the third chapter, the truth about ability and accomplishment. And that subtopic, what I'll be talking about is mindset and school achievement. Now, here the author is basically trying to tell, like, there are a lot of people who are able to achieve more than expected, and there are some people who are not able to achieve. So means what is expected out of them, they have achieved less, and there are some people where there was no much of expectation, but they have achieved more. So what is the reason behind it? So what is trying to say, what are the real ingredients needed in achievement? So for that, a lot of examples he's started with is like, you know, Edison example he's given, Darwin's theory of origin of species is talking about, and what is trying to say, these things were not done in one day, right? So when Thomas Edison also thought of his light bulb and other inventions, because he was a great inventor in America. So he came up with, and he has got 1,000+ patents in his name. So now he came up with this idea not in one day. Idea would have come. There were a lot of people working with him in the team. So what he's trying to say, it took years and teamwork to come up with that idea because they had that growth mindset. So what he tries to do here, author is trying to say, there was an experiment done for students who were entering into the junior high school. So what happens there? So these guys are already getting into adolescence, and plus they're also getting into a new high school. So what they tried, so what they're trying to learn here, the objective was basically to find out how that mindset is creating achievement in their real life, because they were students. So what they tried to do, so what they did, basically they carried out this in junior high school. So they studied the students for 2 years. So after studying, what they realized, like they were giving them assignments, whatever work, course, whatever was given to them. So what they noticed, the students who were doing, because they were thinking, because being into adolescence, they were busy, you know, how am I looking? So they had their other transition also in the body, right? And apart from that, that study load, the new subject, they're finding the teachers were, the way they're teaching, the students, you know, the courseware. So a lot of things they might be finding it like little tough for them. So when after 2 years, what they realized, there were two kind of students they found out. One with the fixed mindset. Wherever they had the fixed mindset, what had happened to them, their scores went down. Their scores went down. They got poor marks. Even though they were intelligent during the earlier time, what has happened, their performance also went down. So what had happened, so they showed drop off immediately in their marks, in their grades. And so they did worse, and further they went further in next 2 years. So whereas the students who had this growth mindset showed increase in their grades in 2 years. So what is trying to say here, so what they did, these kids who were having this fixed mindset, they were thinking, why I could not do it, because the teacher had some issue or the subject was tough, or they had their ego coming in picture. So what they did, they used their mindset in getting into all these things. So that hindered their growth. And wherein this growth mindset kids, what they did, they utilized or they mobilized the resources for learning it. So there was one more example of George dancing they have given, because there was a homework he gets at home, and then he tries learning it, and finally he cracks it. It was one of the two major maths problem that was there. So conclusion, what is trying to say, like there are low effort syndrome comes in the kids. So this mindset guys, what they do, they find this transition, whatever is happening, is they considering it as a threat. So once they're considering it as a threat, so what is happening, they are turning, even though they were winners sometimes, they are converting into losers, and they're becoming losers forever, because that mindset is gone. The situation is like that. Wherein the students who are into the growth mindset, what they are doing, they are mobilizing their resources to learning the things. What they're doing, they're trying to protect their egos. What they're doing. So because of this fixed mindset, a lot of their whatever intelligence these guys had, that's getting disconnected from them, and they're converting from a winner to loser end. And for the students who are having this growth mindset, what they're doing, they're again mobilizing their adolescents, because they're also in the same age bracket. So what they're doing, they're considering as a, so what they're saying, these adolescents, I can use it for learning a new thing, realizing what I can learn better, how challenges are coming in my life. Let me explore further things, So what they want in future, so they are utilizing these learning things. So that is one thing. So this was one of the experiment done in high school. Later, the same kind of experiment was done in students in college. College, again, the same thing came up. Student, because still school, high school things were different. Now, as soon as they get into college, everybody comes from different mindset, different background, and different locations. Now, when these all people come, all the students have, again, the same thing. The student with the growth mindset, they earn better grades as compared to students with fixed mindset. Why this happens? Because course material was same. But again, when this fixed mindset people, they also tried studying. They tried learning from the course. They read the textbook many times. They referred the notes and everything. But what was the main, and then they got less marks, they got poor grades. But wherein the students with growth mindset, what has happened there, they did not learn it as a learning course material. They learned it as looking at it as a theme. What they thought, let me understand the underlying principle behind it, being suppose example of chemistry. So they tried understanding what is the principle behind it, what could be the theme behind it. So they took it as an interest. They got motivated to learn it. So because of what has happened, they got interest in the subject, and the performance definitely went up as compared to students who were in the lower end. So what they did, they used their learning and motivation, created that interest in that particular topic. And they also learned various ways, like what all ways I can use to learn that particular topic. So what the author is trying to say, does this mean that anyone with right mindset can do well? So conclusion, what he's trying to say here, like fixed mindset limits achievements, and this again down the line, lot of egos, lot of issues will come in, and which will lead to an inferior learning strategy. Because you somewhere back of the mind person will think, so everything is fine at mine, but could be other things which are not, environment or other things are not letting me grow. When other case, in the fixed mindset, people will have that kind of mindset, wherein growth will have, so growth people will, what they will do, they will try to get into that continued motivation in them. Why am I not able to do it? So they keep committed. They will keep that continued learning motivation, and along with the support of definitely teachers and all other people, they will definitely grow. So this achievement, basically what is trying to say author is, like, you need to have clear focus, you need to have that efforts, and you need to have strategies to achieve it. Thank you.
Very nice, wonderful. Great. There are a lot of things to share, but I would like to give opportunity to Asa. So Asa, please go ahead. Asa ji, you there?
गुड इवनिंग एवरीवन। आज मैं माइंडसेट का 3rd चैप्टर पे बात करूंगी, हिंदी में ही बात करूंगी। तो चैप्टर 3 है द ट्रूथ अबाउट एबिलिटी एंड अकम्प्लिशमेंट। इसमें थॉमस एडिसन को लोग इमेज करते हैं, तो लोग सोचते हैं कि जब लोगों से पूछा गया तो सोचते हैं कि वो कोई अकेला ही व्यक्ति होगा और कैमरा होगा, व्हाइट सूट पहने होगा, ऐसे लोग इमेज कर रहे थे या लोग बताते थे। लेकिन ये सच नहीं था। मतलब वो पूरा उनकी एक टीम थी और वो टीम के साथ काम करते थे, और पूरा जो साइंटिस्ट भी उनके साथ थे वेल एजुकेटेड थे। तो कहने का मतलब ये है कि सारे लोग उनके साथ थे लेकिन वो बहुत सक्सेस हुए। उसका सिर्फ ये एक ही कारण था कि एडिसन जो थे एक्यूरियस थे और माइंड सेट था उनका। तो यही बात आगे जाके उनको सक्सेस तक पहुंचाई और फेमस हुए। मैं इस बुक का 2 पॉइंट पे बात करूंगी। पहला पॉइंट है माइंडसेट एंड स्कूल अचीवमेंट। तो इसमें ऑथर ने सोचा कि देखते हैं कि माइंडसेट जो फिक्स माइंडसेट वाले हैं और जो ग्रोथ माइंडसेट वाले हैं, इस पे एक्सपेरिमेंट करके देखते हैं कि उनमें डिफरेंट है कि ये नहीं। तो उन्होंने हाई स्कूल में पढ़ने वाले कुछ बच्चों पे एक्सपेरिमेंट किया। तो उन्होंने देखा कि जो फिक्स माइंडसेट वाले हैं वो जब जैसे सिलेबस ज्यादा हो गया, मैथ थोड़े टफ हो गए या कुछ भी हुआ, तो जहाँ पे वर्ड के वो अपने आप को लो फील करने लगे कि टीचर अच्छे नहीं है तो मैं तो डम हूँ, मैं ये काम नहीं कर सकता, तो इन्वायरमेंट अच्छा नहीं है। और दूसरी तरफ जब देखा गया कि ग्रोथ माइंडसेट वाले जो थे, तो उन्होंने अपने को उसमें प्रूव करने की कोशिश की। मतलब जो उनके पास असेसमेंट थे, जो उनके पास सामान थे, उनको यूज करके वो सीखना चालू किए और ग्रोथ करते चले गए। तो एट लास्ट में जो माइंडसेट वाले थे उनके मार्क्स भी कम आए और उनका मतलब मोटिवेशन भी कम हुआ। और दूसरी तरफ जहाँ ग्रोथ माइंडसेट वाले थे उनमें मतलब अचीव करने में खुशी भी हुई और उनको मतलब वो किसी पे ब्लेम नहीं किए बल्कि अपने एफर्ट को बढ़ाते गए और सक्सेस मिली। तो कंक्लूजन यही है कि सब लोगों को मतलब अपना बेस्ट देना चाहिए और जो भी मतलब हम अगर सही माइंडसेट रखें तो हम जो चाहते हैं वो हम कर सकते हैं और उसमें सक्सेस पा सकते हैं। दूसरा पॉइंट है इज आर्टिस्ट्री एबिलिटी अ गिफ्ट। मतलब आर्टिस्ट्री क्या एक गिफ्ट है। तो इसके बारे में जब ऑथर ने रिसर्च किया, तो मतलब रिसर्च क्या मतलब एक होता है ना गॉड गिफ्टेड, तो कुछ लोगों के पास तो ऐसे गॉड गिफ्ट होते हैं कि नेचुरली उनको आता है, और कुछ लोगों को मतलब थोड़ा सा भी ट्रेनिंग लेते हैं या थोड़ा सा प्रैक्टिस करते हैं तो बहुत अच्छा कर सकते हैं। लेकिन कुछ लोगों का है कि वो अगर करते हैं तो उतना अच्छा नहीं कर सकते हैं। तो वो एक ड्राइंग के टीचर्स के पास ऑथर गई, तो देखी कि मतलब ड्राइंग वो सिखाता था, तो एक उल्लू बनाता था, आउल सबसे बनवाता था। तो ऑथर गई तो वो भी जब बनाई तो वो भी अच्छा नहीं बना पाई। तो वो जो टीचर था वो ऑथर को एक चीज बताता है कि मतलब जो सबसे पहले जो आउल बनाता है उतना अच्छा नहीं बनता है, लेकिन वो जैसे जैसे उसको बनाते जाता है मतलब दूसरे लोग जो प्रैक्टिस करते हैं तो और अच्छा होते जाता है। तो ऑथर ने पूछा कि लेकिन ये कैसे होता है? तो कहता है कि सिर्फ ये देखने का तरीका है। अगर हम उसी चीज को अगर अच्छे से फोकस करके उसको अगर हम करें, जैसे उसमें क्या है ड्राइंग बनाते हैं तो कहाँ पे शैडो चाहिए, कहाँ पे लाइट चाहिए, तो उसको एक प्रॉपर तरीके से प्रोसेस करके उसको अगर हम बनाएंगे तो वही चीज अच्छा हो जाता है। तो जितना प्रैक्टिस होगा उतना अच्छा होता है। मतलब कहने का मतलब ये था राइटर का कि अगर हम जैसे एक तो गॉड गिफ्टेड होता है, उसको नेचुरली आता है, एक तो थोड़ा सा प्रैक्टिस करके वो अच्छा, लेकिन कई चीज होती है जो हमको नहीं आती है, तो वो भी अगर हम प्रैक्टिस करें तो हमको आ सकती है। तो अगर जो ट्रेनिंग प्रॉपर करेंगे तो वो चीजें भी उनको उतनी ही अच्छी आ सकती है। तो हमको जो आता है वो तो आता ही है, जो थोड़ा सा प्रैक्टिस करके सीख सकते हैं वो भी सीख सकते हैं, जो नहीं आता है उसको भी हम सीख सकते हैं प्रॉपर उसको ट्रेनिंग करके और सीख करके। तो कहने का कंक्लूजन यही है कि हम बिना ट्रेनिंग के भी बहुत से चीज सीख सकते हैं और ट्रेनिंग करके जो चाहते हैं वो भी हम सीख सकते हैं। थैंक यू।
Wow, wonderful talk, Asha. Very nice. Very nice. Good, good. I think we are on the time, but just wanted to talk. One of the subtopic is called mindset changes the meaning of failure. Correct. And when we talk about a failure, right? How you can identify? आप कभी-कभी अपने practical life में भी देखोगे, बच्चों में भी देखोगे, अपने colleagues में देखोगे कि some people who get failed, they always have a mindset that मैं तो failure हूँ. I'm a failure person. I'm not a successful. I cannot be successful. They always keep on beating themselves, right? But there are a big difference between a fail and a failure. I failed once. What exactly Asha was talking about is that, okay, I don't know, but I can try, I can keep on trying. And when I'm trying, am I interested to, nurture? Am I interested to learn what I can do better, right? And that will cultivate slowly, eventually towards, being a successful person or being a growth mindset, right? So there's one of the topic writer was talking about is a defining moment. And defining moment का मतलब क्या होता है कि if you are a growth mindset person, right, sometime failure can be also painful, right? Painful experience. However, we all has to face the problem. So there's one successful, the sports player, Jim Marshall, right? And one of the time, I think it was a live session when he was playing, and he was a very, very successful person, which means he was a growth mind, player, but he's tried to hit the ball, but by mistake, he hit the ball and goal went to his side, correct? And it was a major failure for his life because, the TV, media, everybody started asking him, right? Rather than taking the failure and saying that, I become a failure and I failed, what he took it is that as a defining moment, he decided that next half, I'm going to put my best. I'm going to do my best, right? And he put all the effort. First of all, he went to media and told, yes, I did mistake. He accepted the mistake and went and played the game and make the team win. Correct? So important ye hai yahan pe ki see, I can do a mistake. I could be a growth mindset person. I could be a very intelligent person. Mistake can happen. But when mistake happen, when I am got a failed, how I'm taking that? Am I ready to accept the mistake? Point number one. Second point is that, am I ready to put extra effort to enhance my skills, enhance things which are required to be successful? And that's exactly growth mindset. Failure, fixed mindset होना बुरी बात नहीं है, but the fixed mind होने के साथ साथ क्या आप उस पे stuck हो गए? Are you absolutely just always thinking in that way? Are you willing to learn, willing to change what it requires and move towards as a growth mindset? That is most important. So when writer is talking about a difference between the mindset about a fixed mindset and growth mindset in this particular book, we have to always read and understand. In fact, I thought about to create a poll, but I forgot. It came in my mind, but totally there's a writer 4 question he's asking 4 times. And that time he's asking is that, can you tick which one you are? It's good idea if I get to know I'm a fixed mindset. That's fine, no problem. But where I am, how I am, correct? That is important. So defining moment ko adopt karna, defining moment ko understand karna is very important for all of us to have a growth mindset. Okay, great. We are on time. We have 3 minutes. I wanted to save some of the time and discuss. Yes, Dhruv, I see you have raised a hand. You want to say something?
Yeah, you were talking about fail and failure, right? So I just remembered a quote by Bill Gates, which is mentioned in one of the books which I have. So Bill Gates basically says that I failed in a few subjects when I was in high school. A friend of mine passed all his subjects. Now he's an employee of Microsoft and I'm the owner. So that's a really famous quote by him. I don't know if you have heard, but yeah, so basically he tells that the reason his friend could not succeed is because he was a fixed mindset person, whereas Bill Gates was a growth mindset person. So he says that he failed a few subjects. His friend passed all the subjects, but now his friend is an employee of Microsoft and he's the owner. So yeah, that's one
absolutely point. It's very important, but same time we all has to understand it doesn't mean that if I fail, I can be successful. Of course, Bill Gates has put effort. He was college dropout or whatever 10th dropout, right? But important is that we have to understand where we are moving. Am I growth mindset? Am I thinking always about growing, enhancing my skill, being successful? How I take it everything. In fact, I want to talk about the story about the Khargos and Kachwa, that hare and the tortoise, but the time is not permitting. We'll talk next time. But I hope you are learning. All of you are learning. I hope you can, if you feel that, through this community, through this book, you're learning, right? Right. We have passed 1 minute more. Anybody want to say it before we kind of go ahead and talk?
I wanted to add.
I think we still have 4 minutes. Or 3 minutes. Okay, 3 minutes now.
Watch is fast. Okay. Yeah, go ahead. Anybody?
Yeah, I was talking about, the story of Amitabh Bachchan, actually, how he becomes successful and where Sushant Singh Rajput has died. Okay. So there's a two coincidence, like, both were a struggler at the time of their early ages. Okay. And Amitabh was thrown out because of his voice, and that his growth mindset always there, that he wanted to prove himself in the industry, and he become a top level hero nowadays. Okay. And he is god of Bollywood. Similarly, if I would see about Sushant Singh Rajput, he was doing fairly well, though he was dominated, or he was a successful hero. But if he would have, his mindset got fixed, and where I feel that he didn't, he himself found that he is going to be a failure side, and that's what it ends to a very sad actually. So there I think that these all it's everywhere actually. It's a growth mindset and fixed mindset. It's everywhere. So that's why I correlated this actually. Suddenly it came in my mind.
Good, good. By the way, you had a punishment not to speak, but you spoke.
Yeah. So I got that 1 minute permission.
Okay. Anybody else before we wind up?
Ashish and Akash are feeling happy कि पापा को भी punishment मिलता है.
Yeah, I can give anybody punishment. All right. By the way, guys, this is great. I'm sure you're learning. Okay. What we will do now is that next week we are going to discuss chapter number 3, 4, 5. You can say why you're selecting 3 again, because 3 has a lot of things all of us to understand. So I want some of you not read it, right? Read it about it, and 3, 4, 5. So please make sure you send it me, guys, by Friday evening, because please do understand, Saturday and Sunday is the busiest time for all of us, especially for us. We do a lot of stuff, I can tell you, right? Saturday, Sunday is the busiest. So I don't want to spend my single minute on Saturday, creating planner, things like that. Eventually, I'm going to give some of you, right, who are willing to do that. But I would request and urge all of you to send me whatever the chapter you wanted to speak, or subtopic you want to speak from chapter number 3 and 4 and 5, so that I can create well in advance, right? So it is great. Make sure you stay home, keep looking at positive stuff. I hope you're learning. Then when you're getting getting to know from somebody is sick because of the things are happening across the world, you are rather asking kaise ho gaya, you can say don't worry about it, rather than asking is that are you going to hospital, say that most of the people can recover in home itself. So you have to be empathy with those people, right? That's exactly we are all learning, right? So important for us to pass the positive around us, have a positiveness within us, right? And sail the boat all together, right? I generally don't want to bring it, the point here, but there's a workshop happening on the the wellness. If anyone of really keen about it, ping me separately, and probably I'll open a door for you to attend this wellness workshop. It is talking about stress management, talking about sleep management. It's talking about a whole lot of healthy living, right? So it's a great opportunity. If you want to attend, you can ping me separately, and I can probably help you to open. It's happening tomorrow morning 10:30. I'm going to attend. Silpa is going to be speaker over there. Okay, but we will call out anything else, anybody else before we I saw Murthy has put big note. I want to read it, but it's a very big Murthy. You want to share quickly before we wind up? I know your idea is still we have to implement. It takes some time, but give us some more time.
Yeah, no worries. So I already started this Google Sheet. So if it is ready, I can just share it and add the email IDs. Okay. But I already started from my end.
Good.
Okay, so I already shared the point. If anybody wants to, you can take a screenshot, or if you want, I can read it quickly. Yeah. So
sure,
that's fine. I think.
Yeah, we already passed the time, Murthy. Sorry for that.
Yes.
Yeah, let's discuss next time. And great, guys. Let's keep a right mindset. Growth mindset is most important for all of us. And then we'll call out and we'll talk about chapter number 3, 4, and 5. So I consider all of you are raising hand. Anybody extra want to raise hand, please raise your hand. You right away will So I'm not going to give you that which one you want to speak, right? But I wanted all of you to spread it across. Spread it across. Don't everybody select only first one, because I know You finish first one and then get stuck, right? Rather than you spread it yourself. Some of you can pick up the chapter number 6 and say, I would like to speak this, or 5, 3, 4, 5, right? So looking forward. Yes, Pradita, you have to speak next time. Absolutely, you have to speak next time. And we all wanted to hear a lovely voice from Anup. So Anup, you have to also speak sometime. I know you are a man of few words, but you should speak, right? I'm not making a thought. Great. Great, guys. Take care. Stay safe and enjoy yourself. Bye-bye. Make sure you like on the Reading Nation page, because ultimately when you like and share, then other people will start coming, right? That is the way it is going to work. Correct? Because we are not going out, anybody's talking about, right? So, see you then. Take care. Bye.